Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears, live an amazing life. We're so ready. This is an exciting video, so get ready. And I'm going to supply tools for you to manifest anything. Well, you possess that power. I'm just showing you how to use them because we've been told we have no power. We've been told we need to work like automatons and be unhappy because we're making money and providing for the family and coming home exhausted. And then people are fighting with each other because they think there's lack. And yeah, well, you know how it's working. This is a super important video, okay? They're all becoming super important to some extent. This is another planetary shift update. Now, I just did one recently, like about a week ago. I posted it. This is an update because since I actually posted that video, so many things have been happening to really reinforce that that planetary shift is kicking in a big way. Now, this is fall of 2019, and in August of 2019, this is going to be old really quick, but this is still going to apply because those of you watching this in the future, this is going to be cool because you're going to see what has unraveling, what's happening along the way to 2020, which starts, in my opinion, it doesn't start 2020, it's starting now. Expansion. We're going into expansion. So we had transformation, we had major upheavals in 2018. 2019 was, I named it the year of transformation because that's when you start to shift in. Losing jobs, changing relationships, all these things. And you're thinking, I don't want to live in the matrix anymore. I want to get out of the matrix. I don't care what other people say or what other people are doing. I need to live my life and feel good about it. And none of it has to do with the material world. None of it. And guess what? All of a sudden that stuff just flows to you anyways. And you find happiness and peace. And this is possible for you. All of it. Now, I know a lot of you, you're afraid to give up that, oh, but I want this stuff, I want this stuff. Let it go. Let it go. You know why? Your focus on, I need it, I must have it, is a negative message to the universe that you don't have it. All you're doing is reinforcing that you don't have it. That's how quantum physics works. I'm focused on something. Oh, I must have money because you're thinking, I don't have it, I don't have it. You know, I don't feel like I can have it. Other people have it, I don't get it. And you're actually creating that when you let it go and you're not even looking at that. You don't even have a focus on that. All of a sudden, you're every morning, and I've given you so many practices, every morning you wake up and you say, thank you. Thank you for my abundance. Thank you for my health, or if you're not healthy, say it anyways. Thank you for my health, my wealth, my peace, my awakening. I send all this out to the planet that says, I have it. I'm sending it out because there's plenty. That's a super positive message. I do that every single morning. Sometimes I do it several times during the day. I send light and love to the planet, healing and awakening for those who choose it. I don't have that power. You must choose it. So what's happening with the shift right now? That transformation, if you went through any of those growing pains, that's exactly what they were. The universe, because you're working on your higher frequency, you're working on awakening, you're working on being a better person, not judging and going into this conflict anymore. The universe is getting that message because that's what you desire, and you are that power. You are the very power that you are sending directives into. So your higher self and everything else that exists now starts to send you in that direction, which means, yeah, stuff has to change. This is what we must pay attention to. This is the critical piece in this video that I want you to pay attention to most and decide if you're okay with going through with this, because it's going to take you in a completely new direction. In August, I noticed that a lot of people were hitting these extreme dynamics. What does that mean? People were getting super angry all of a sudden. Super angry. And by the way, that never has anything to do with you. If you happen to be in the room, especially sometimes when you're the most peaceful person, you're the target, right? That's why the meek shall inherit the earth, because they're the targets all the time. So don't worry about being the target. You know, the lawn guys showing up. Remember the lawn guy used to show up all the time? It's one of those days. We're going to keep going here. So if you are still working on your awakening, you're thinking, what's happening? I've got all this chaos going on around me. It's the garbage is floating to the top, right? Garbage is floating to the top. So what's happening is people's emotions are going to be heightened. Now, if you're going into awakened state, you will go into a more peaceful place, and you will start to drop off things that you thought were important. All of a sudden, they're not even important anymore. You're going to change. You're going to find yourself changing habits, ways of, it's almost like you're starting to become a completely different person, and that's exactly what's going on. Ways you're eating, how you think about everything, getting involved in the political fights and stuff. All of a sudden you're going, I really don't care. I heard Marianne Williamson's running for president. Maybe we should vote for her, because, hey, it couldn't be any worse than what's going on in our country with conflict, right? Can we go into a state of awakening together and stop the conflict? Yes. So you're going to see those people who are still in the third dimension being very irritated. So the shift is that is coming to the forefront. So you'll find that it seems to be accelerated. It's like, wait a minute. I thought we went into a planetary shift, right? My video, people love the video. Why? Because they're relating to it. Yes, I'm feeling this. Is that what that is? Yes. I felt it. Somebody went to the hospital because she had this electrical charge going through her body. She didn't know what it was. I've been having that for years. It stopped. Your DNA is activating, and your body, which is a lower density, is having to catch up with that. So it's a mismatch. It's a frequency mismatch. So it's adjusting, and that electrical charge you feel going through your body is the electromagnetic field of which we are, raising its frequency to match that which you are doing. You're doing it. You're going to the higher frequency. You're awakening, all right? Major stuff. All right, so people are getting angry. I can't tell you how many people just blew a gasket. I mean, really weird stuff. Nothing really that set it off, silly stuff, and just absolutely, and exited. And then I realized, and then other things happening where people, it's like our lives are starting to pull apart from each other, and some of it's on a very nice, nice level basis. Like, in other words, there's no conflict, but you find that your lives aren't working together anymore, and you're sort of, we're drifting off into our own stuff. And then all of a sudden you're left standing there saying, wait a minute, stuff is shifting again. People are going out of my life. People are dying. Some people are just exiting right now because they've done what they need to do and they're moving on. Some people have had pets die. If you remember baby Coo Kitty, my little adorable kitty, and my dog, both died. And what did that do? It released me to be completely free to travel and do a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have done. I probably wouldn't have done a lot of stuff because of my animals, right? So these things are happening. Things are untethered now. They're going off. So maybe you have a really, good friend and you go out and do certain things, and all of a sudden it's just not happening. They're busy, and, that's because you're supposed to start finding different directions, because you are now becoming a different person. You're shifting into a different, completely different life. So now pay attention to this, because what's happening is you must go with that. Don't try and hang on to that life like, but I hung out with these people all the time and it was working, and you try to make it work, or, and you're forcing stuff, and that's happening to me. It's like, I'm going to let it go. I'm supposed to be doing something else right now, and there's certain things going on in my life that I have to just say, I'm being taken someplace else. Where is that? And allowing that to happen. I'm going into, I call it the cave, where I actually go laser focus on my writing, my e-courses. I'm doing webinars for you guys. Go down in the description, or landriaonka.com. Come join me for live webinars. We're going to talk about manifesting, changing your life. Take those courses, get it out, let's clear it all up. You've got a major discount, Inspiration with Landria, major discount. Get the tools, use the tools, go there. This is powerful stuff. So that shift, if things are happening that some of it appears to be extreme. That's them going to that other dimension that's not a higher one. All right? And they have a choice to change that. They're either going to say, I don't like this, and then they go into an awakened state, or they stay in anger and blame and victim mode. And then you must walk away from that. It's time for us to walk away, all right? So on the other end, you're going to find out that maybe some situations that were really great just are shifting and changing. It's like, what is this? Like physically, or like I said, at work, or a lot of personal relationships are shifting right now. And people are going into their own stuff. So you may have friends that have a lot of crisis in their life, and they're working that through. All right, so maybe they need to go off and do that. They're working it through, sloughing off all of the stuff that they need to let go. That's happening a lot. A lot. It's like, what is going on with me, and what am I dealing with or trying to hang on to? All right, so all of it's trying to hang on to stuff that is just the material world that doesn't work. All of it. So when you go through a crisis, it's the letting go that has to occur. All right, so it's like, because you only go through crisis because you're desiring something that isn't working out the way you want it to, right? That's all it is. So that's the material world, and saying, I have to accept this. Can I be at peace with the fact that my ex, if I hear my ex, can I get my ex back? Can I be at peace with the fact that it didn't work out? We're not meant to be together. There's somebody else for me. Can I open myself up to that? Or maybe I can actually be happy on my own. All right? Same thing with jobs and money. But I had to have that. And you realize maybe that's not the best thing for me. Can I let it go? And then somebody calls you. I have somebody on Facebook who talks to me that did my reality shift. And every moment of the day, we can do this today, every moment you get a chance, you choose something that you truly want, that you know is going to be best and highest. It's going to be a major shift. It's going to be positive for you. Remember, there's no right and wrong, right? So let's say I want 1 million viewers. No, I've got almost 10 million viewers. I want 1 million subscribers. So I would say in the morning, I'd say my blessings to the planet and everybody, and then I say thank you for the 1 million subscribers. I am so grateful. I receive it. And then I would do that. I haven't done that yet. I probably should. I would do that throughout the day. Every second I get a chance, I'd say, thank you. Now, it's not because you need to do it multiple times to make it happen. It's that you start to get in your head that you have it. All right, and that's the message to the universe. So it's not like, oh, the more I say it, the more it's going to. No, you could say it once, and that's it. Because you're drawing your attention. It's about your attention and your beliefs. But if you're saying it all day, it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I have 1 million subscribers. Later you go, that's right. I have 1 million subscribers. Thank you. I'm so grateful. I receive it. And then you get excited and you start to feel like that person, right? We're shifting into that new person. So anyways, my friend on Facebook said within a couple hours, he bought my coffee mug and everything to remind himself of the 3-second manifesting, shifting over. He got a phone call that was life-changing. And something happened to me that same day that was pretty life-changing too. So I want you to know that miracles are starting to happen. Don't be afraid of the stuff you see going on, because the planetary shift means that change is here. And that's not a bad thing. And that those extreme emotions will come to the forefront. It's not about you. Your friends and family will start to have to work through the very thing that is causing them pain. And they'll do it. And that may mean you have to back off and let them go. At least for a while, right? Positive relationships. Maybe you have to, go off on your own for a while, like me. Go into the cave for a while and work on your stuff. What is your purpose and your things that you must do in order to contribute to this planet and raise your frequency? And I'm telling you, things are going to start coming in for you that'll blow your mind. You'll get that phone call too. People are getting things happening saying, holy cow, this is so weird, but that's a good but. That's the only but I want on my channel. But somebody called me with a job, or I ran into this amazing person that, asked me out or whatever. It's all going to happen. And those people aren't just going to be, oh, I need love because I'm insecure. It's going to be like, wow, here's another spiritually minded person that's going to really respect me, and they're going to enhance what I am. Or here's the job that, wow, now all of a sudden it's just not about the money. This job is going to be something that's going to enhance my life, and it's going to give me purpose and direction. And now I can contribute to this planet in a very positive way. And all of this is going to start happening. You must move forward on it. Don't be afraid. Big changes. One of my subscribers said, she did what I did, gave up a, six-figure job, and she just walked away from everything. She said it was great and didn't really know what she was going to do. That's what I did. If you guys see, I went and got training on the internet. So I went with where the planet was taking me. I went with it. And it was a big deal because I was an investment banker. I'd let my licenses go. It was my business. I let it all go. And then I saw an ad. You guys see me placing ads all the time, right? I saw an ad by somebody who said, I got to learn this stuff. If you guys are interested, this is free information. It's a workshop. I learned it and said, this is a new earth. This is a new earth where we have technology where I can reach everybody on the planet who has an internet connection. And then some, right? I can reach people. I can inspire them. I can, share amazing things with them. Sell amazing products that are not toxic. Recommend things. I'm going to start recommending things to you guys on my LandriaOnkka.com site that are going to be healthier for you. Things that I've tried myself, so we stop taking the drugs and doing all the crap, eating the chemicals and putting it in our skin. Let's raise this frequency. Let's go for it. So don't pay attention to what's going on. Allow it to flow. Go with what you need to go with. The N word's going to be very positive moving forward. I usually don't use the need word, right? We don't want to need anything. But we need now to raise our frequency to change the planet. This is a major shift. Be okay with the anger going on. Be okay with the really crazy extremes going on. And then you're going to see, and most of you have been seeing this, a peace coming on other people. And you're going to notice more people are kinder and happier. And you're going to feel that. And that's the other part of the frequency bearers that are going up. And the other ones are falling off. And that's all that's happening. Very exciting stuff. And when it started to happen, I thought, what is this? Perfectly normal people going, and I'm like, oh, okay, wow, okay. And I realized that frequency must leave the room. I'm not going to expose myself to those frequencies. And so you need to pull back from this. It's no more fixing. You're not going to fix anybody. It's time to make our own decisions and pull back. Make your own decision and pull back. And help those who get it, want it, are seeking it. And that's you, because you're on my channel. You want this, I know it. And some of you, you'll make these comments and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, did you read your own comment? But it's because you're still looking to awaken. It's like, snap out of it, right? We need to snap out of it. Everything you've been told, question it. All of it. Religion, politics, health, all of it. The way we should be living, what's right or wrong, question all of it. Not in a radical way, in a peaceful way. Because you get to control your life. You get to decide what it is. It is freaking amazing. Join me. I hope you guys will join me on my monthly webinar. Go down and click. That's information down there. You can sign up. It's $29.95. There is power in numbers. Let's spend time, 2 to 3 hours. I'll spend live with you, teaching you how to manifest anything and shifting over into this. You could ask questions. Let's start working together as teams. Let the other stuff, let the conflict, let the bad relationships and jobs, let it go. Bless it. We learned. It's not our world anymore. Let it go. It's still going to be out there. And then we're going to start splitting more and more and more. Get ready. Man, put on your seatbelt, because you're going to see some stuff that is not going to be disturbing to you, It's going to be joyful because you realize things are collapsing in a good way. Don't be afraid. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. I promise you, nothing bad is going to happen. The things that are supposed to fall off will, and you will be protected. You'll continue to go higher and higher to light and love, and you're going to feel that. And then you realize nothing can threaten you. You're whole and perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Write your comments. Tell me what's been going on for you, because a lot of you have said, oh my gosh, yes, this is happening for me. I love it. Let's get the discussion going. Go to my Facebook group. You can go to Landria Onkka Coaching and go to my Facebook group, and we're going to talk about this and start sharing stories and posting, and that link's down here too. All right, communication, guys. We got to pull it all together. Sending you light, love, abundance, peace, and awakening. Namaste.